This new shadow is bad, but that's good. Let's talk about it. What's good, YouTube? NoGoodEman coming with you today with a new shadow breakdown. So recently we just got our boy Cerbie, and I got some things to say about him. So we're gonna tell you guys whether or not you need to extract him, whether or not you're gonna upgrade him, and whether or not you're gonna use him, and if you do use him, how to use him. But before we talk all things Cerbie, make sure you guys leave a like on the video, subscribe, turn on post notifications, all that other good stuff, and join that Discord server, the No Good Mafia. But let's talk about a recently reduced, or not reduced, but extracted shadow, the gatekeeper Cerbie. So he's like a mini Cerberus, of course, and we recently got him. And as it reads, well, let's see he was bullied as a pup. He was born different. Oh, very nice, very endearing. But guys, Cerbie is bad. What do I mean by this? If we look at the Shadow's authority, a critical hit damage increase of 4%. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. If you guys are going to get Cerbie, there is going to be zero purpose in you guys upgrading him. At the very least, you should just extract him. Now, let me click here, because what Netmarble has done here has given you a viable option, and this is a good thing. Cerb being bad is a good thing, and it's weird, but let me cook here with this. But guys, if we talk about the skills of Cerbie, right? He has basic attacks, Here's where it gets good. He has a combustion effect that deals damage equal to 50% of the user's attack every 3 seconds. First and foremost, that's pretty good. But what's even crazier, it increases damage taken by 5% duration. Infinite duration. So that's the entirety of the match. So whenever you summon your shadows, you're always going to get that 5% damage increase. That is one of the best debuffs in the game. I think that's the only permanent debuff in the game, other than the maybe destroy effect that you get from the huntsman. That's the only one I can think of. But this is a debuff that's gonna stay for the entirety of the match, man, and that's pretty good. Let's be honest, that is pretty good. So make sure you guys are utilizing this to the best of your abilities, man. I think that this makes a perfect pairing. I'm not gonna lie, right? Because he's first and foremost, Cerbie is game original. He didn't extract them actually in the manhwa, in the anime. So not getting a canon shadow to be used in the main slot makes sense, right? Let the main shadows be the main shadows. Let the side shadows be the side shadows. So speaking about this, I'm treating Cerbie the same exact way I treat the boy Iron. Again, he's not upgraded. I just extracted him. That's it. Cerbie being only, good enough to extract is a good thing though, because that's gonna save you traces of shadows. Guys, if you're familiar with Solo Leveling Rise, if you even look in the background, we got 200 traces just waiting to be spent, right? So if we, subtract that, we only got 78, right? Whatever this is, we're gonna end up extracting it, giving you guys a guide on it. And then we got the big boy Kaizo. I don't think he's gonna be that big when we summon him, but I guess we'll eventually see and find out, right? Anyways, going back to Cerbie, man, Cerbie not being a perfect shadow to use is actually a good thing, but he's perfect because he's the best sub shadow. So I put him relatively in the same category as Iron. Don't get me wrong, Iron is still better shadow wise because he actually gives a better obtained skill, gives shield to your shadows. It'll, allow them to be on the field faster, and just increasing HP. We have units that scale off of HP. He's way better than Cerbie, but Cerbie still gets some shine, right? Cerbie, you don't want to upgrade him. You get accelerate after gathering a strength. Cerberus charges for it and attacks. That's it, right? And no debuffs, no buffs, nothing of the sort, right? Honestly, I'm seeing a trend between these game original shadows. The boy Baraka, his obtained skill, spinning strike. Now this one does give him a buff, but his basic skills really don't do anything. There's no debuffs to the main like character, or even the Sunjinu or the hunters, nothing of the sort. And then going back to the Shadow Authority, this is kind of crazy. I don't know what Netmarble is honestly cooking here on the 4% critical hit damage. If we max this out, you're telling me that I need to spend 600 traces for a 7% critical hit damage increase? I'm gonna be honest, even though Netmarble made it so that Cerbie was not a main shadow, that's still very disrespectful. An 8-piece Burning Greed set gets me an increase of 30%, and you're telling me I had to spend 600 traces to get a fraction of that? Like, what is that, 1/4? Not even 1/4 of that, right? So why the hell, when shadow traces are definitely not something that you can just spend, it's not something you can even just directly buy in many cases, right? But come on, Marvel, we got to do better here. Numbers that we should see here should be relative to the tank numbers in the most honest rate. So we should be seeing numbers insane, maybe like, you know, something better, man. Something closer to the Burning Greed, maybe match the Burning Greed. Even if the max number was 30, right? Even if the max number was 30, then you could go maybe from 20 or 15, you know, 20, 25, whatever the freak, you know. Netmarble, we got to do better here though, you know. I don't mind that this is not a main shadow, but guys, what do you guys think of the new shadow? I personally love him, love him, love him. If we get into Battlefield of Trials real quick, you can kind of see the debuff in action. You can see the boss get summoned. We're not going to go to a high-end floor because we're going to have to play our minds out, but let's go ahead, go to floor 25. This bear is my test dummy. He's my practice dummy. Netmarble said they're not going to add damage dummy. It's okay. It's already exists. It's called floor 25. Anyways, let's get into this and show you guys the effects of Cerbie. Now, I'm pretty sure I didn't equip Cerbie, so this should be interesting. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Let's get a shadow step going. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I did extract them. Cool, cool, cool. Nice, nice, nice. So a shadow step with that. Cerbie eventually is going to go ahead and get some type of skill. Boom. So that basic skill. Now he's going to get that damage increase, and it's going to be infinite duration. So that should not expire, right? Now we got beast on beast crime here. Now you guys should break it up, right? We don't want to see anything like that. But as you guys can see, man, seconds are passing by, and that effect is staying, and damage increase is big, right? Because when you 3-star encores in instance, you get a 50% damage increase. So of course, I mean, this is only what, 10% of that 50%, but guys, the damage scales, you definitely want that damage increase. Look at all the skills that's going away, right? We've been playing this for about a minute, right? And you know, this bear's been feeling a little bit, you know, too confident, so we're gonna go ahead and just get a quick snipe. I know you want berserk mode. Never mind, no quick snipe. Let's bring Cerbie back out though. Let's let the shadows handle our light work. But yeah, guys, I really like the personal shadow. Cerbie is a good sub shadow, like I said. It really helps me, man. Let's just go ahead and do that. He really helps me as far as, you know, making a better decision. I like what Netmarble did with Cerbie. I can't lie. Letting the main shadows be main shadows and letting game original shadows not take the limelight really keep solo leveling a rise, if that makes sense. Because of course there's gonna be game original things, they're gonna add things to make the game more spicy, but it's good. Cerbie is bad, but it's good, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, I would love a buff, you know, to see way better numbers than this, so we can actually be critting way more. I do see in the future Netmarble maybe doing something like that. Just wishful thinking on my end, but guys, go ahead and let me know what are your thoughts on Cerbie. Are you going to extract for him? Are you going to upgrade him? Why or why not? Be sure to leave your thoughts, theories, and comments below. Also, while you're at it, be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe, turn on post notifications, all that other good stuff, and join the Discord server, the NoGoodEman Mafia. But with that, I'm out. Y'all take care. Peace.